Okay, live from the garage. Let's see here. Marcus says he's here. Marcus, I have a link for you. If you wanted to join, feel free. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Yeah. Marcus says yes. Quentin says it looks like we back in the barbecue shack. I'm down. Oh man. I gotta put something here. This table is mighty dirty. Bumpy, what up, what up, what up? How you doing this evening? Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Let's see, what do I have behind me? Trying to angle see which, nope, that. And the light, is the light directly above my head here. That one I can't turn out. Oh, that one I can't turn out either, actually. I think that's the brighter or the bigger culprit. So there was a light in the corner back there, and you can, yeah, I had that light back there. It was on, but I turned it off. Let's see. Marcus says, aloha, everyone. Russ says, hey, y'all. Marcus says, temperature. Let's see. I'm going to go get the thermometer that sits on the side of Vicky. Let's see what the temperature is. All right. Behold with your own eyes. 60 degrees. Oh, 61. It's probably because I touched the damn thermometer. 60 degrees currently. I'm going to get a beer. Woo. I'm going to say a much shorter walk. Oh, you can't see. Oh, you did see me pretty much. So there's the white refrigerator there, and there's a black refrigerator right there. The beer was in the black refrigerator. All right. So let's see. Quentin says it looks like we're back in the shack. I'm down. Yep. I'm trying to catch up. A little less than a pint less. Bumpy, you thirsty? That'll knock you. That'll knock you on your butt, dude. Jeez. Last week, Bumpy was like, hey, man, I need to get at you so I can talk to your guy. I'm just off of. So I put him in touch with my guy. My guy hooked him up. So Bumpy went on vacation, or he's on vacation. He was right on vacation. I had to put some gloves down so that I can rest my elbows here. Because the table is dirty. I want to say, you guys, but tomorrow's video, you will understand where I am sitting. I am sitting where I was welding, and the table is dirty. So you know what's crazy? It's warmer, slightly warmer in the garage than it is outside. Just slightly. So that's why it's 60 degrees inside. Russ said, get him one. Get him a beer because he's out. Sorry, Russ. You got to come on down in person and get the beer. Going ice fishing. No, I just was trying to be prepared. I know it's kind of chilly. If I would have put just a regular cap on my head would have been cold. Being out here for a while, I know better. So I put the knitted scully on. But what's crazy is, nice. Bumpy says he's outside too. What's crazy is, I end up getting too hot when I have this hat on my head for a long period of time. So what I end up doing is flipping the flaps up, and that is just cool enough, kind of like letting your leg out of the sheets, and you get under bed. Blind Man Cooking, what's up, Dave? He said, what's up, all? How you doing this evening? So, Dave, I am out in my garage, and you know what's crazy? I told you guys last week that I finished getting the electricity out here, the internet out here, and also water. I plumbed water to the exterior side of the garage here. I didn't actually run it all the way inside. I figure if I just run it out there, I'd have a better chance of making sure it wasn't it didn't freeze or anything. But with that being said, I brought out my old laptop. This is my old laptop I'm using, and it might reside out here now. Now that I have internet, I have been holding on to it like, what am I going to do with it? But now I actually have a good excuse to do something with it. Sean says, what's up? He says, what up, what up? How you doing, Sean? Bumpy says, he's outside in his downstairs patio. That's what's up. All right, so let's see. If you guys, anybody wants to join, I do have, all you have to do is basically jump through the hoops to be able to get on the live stream. It's not that crazy. Just don't ask Quentin about it. He's a little, hurt. But all is well. How's everybody doing? Hopefully the camera isn't too bad. This is, like I said, this is my old laptop that I'm using. This laptop is probably, 5 or 6 years old. Still works though, which is fantastic. If you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. Seems it had a little glitch in the matrix. Dutch said, looks chilly in there. Yeah, it's about 60 degrees. Actually, I just pulled out the thermometer. It is 60 degrees. Steven says, AO Dash and the usual suspects. Good God. Good evening. Bro, looks like fall is upon us. Yep, we're almost to seeing my breath weather. Not there yet. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Hey, but if you are in the mood and have pants on, unlike Victor the last couple times he's done this, join me. I have open slots so far, but I am excited to be back out in the garage. I did run power. I ran Ethernet, and I ran just Miller Lite tonight. Ran power, ran Ethernet, and water. I ran water down here. So, Miller Lite tonight, Dave. Miller Lite. That's pretty much my go-to. It is pretty good on, pretty good as far as low carb / low sugar. Being that I am a diabetic and I should not be drinking, so. Got to pick your battles. You know what I mean? Dave, I almost answered you with a cold one for the what kind of beer am I drinking. So I'm sitting towards the back of the garage. You guys never really get to see the back of the garage. I'm always sitting that way towards the door. I am probably 40 feet into my garage. My garage is about 50 feet long. So I'm about 40 feet into the garage. And there is Bernadette right behind me. So remember last week when you guys were in here with me, Bernadette was directly behind me, but I was like facing. If this is the door, so this week I'm actually facing this way, so I'm perpendicular to the door. I'm actually closer to the man door over there that I'll say I don't use, but rarely. The main garage door is much easier to get in and out of, so I use that. Anyway, how you guys doing this evening? I actually want to see if I can get to my network, access to network stuff while I'm out here. Come on. Oh, it opened up. Let's see, network. And make this network discoverable. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Is that why you don't eat pork? No, I don't eat pork just because it's not good for me health wise. other than, just like high blood pressure and, I won't say other stuff than that. But, excuse me, my properties. I'm trying to, I guess I'll work on that later. What up, Kent?
What's up, Dash? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing? It looks warmer there than it is here.
We got up to about 72 today. It's about 65 right now. So
it was about 70 degrees here as well today. When I went outside, Chase Hustle number 2 had a soccer game, and when I went to the soccer game, it was 70 degrees, but the sun was beating on my back, so I was pretty warm.
There we go. I'm trying to adjust the camera.
It's all right. I see you.
How you been?
Good, man. Good. Same stuff, different day.
I hear you. Busy.
Yeah.
Just shut down out at the campground for the season, which that kind of sucks. Because as well as I do, that means that white stuff's going to be on the way pretty soon.
Listen, I want to say we need some snow, or I need some snow. We didn't have I don't think we had any snow last year, basically.
Wow. Wow. We had plenty for you. I'll tell you that.
Well, you can have it. As I get older, I realize that the more snow we get, the more kids are home from school. So it's kind of selfish that I want them to, not to snow. So let's see. MTG, what's up, Johnny? He said, what's up, family? Blind man said he didn't know I was diabetic. Is that why I don't eat pork? No, I stopped eating pork just for health reasons. Like I said, just wanted to try to help with my blood pressure and do other things like that. So I just stopped eating it. I eat pork occasionally, but for the most part, like 98, 99% of the time, I don't eat pork. Victor says, I assume he's finishing making supper. Laura's here. She said, hey, Dash and Kent, and all eating supper. I closed the deli, so I need to eat and shower. Work early tomorrow. You know what's so crazy? Because of the fact that I'm not used to doing these, I could just do this. Put the comment on the damn screen, and then I don't have to read it. Russ, and I probably will still read it. So Russ says, oh man, you're going to go to get the other white meat society all over you for saying it's not healthy. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, pork is not healthy as chicken or turkey or salmon or lamb or beef. But I also don't like white meat, pork. So there's that. Laura, glad to see you. Steven's here. I know, right? Salmon, yes. Laura, do you pronounce the L in salmon? I don't know how you Canadians pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know if they say it different up there or not.
It's funny. I judge people who say put the L in salmon.
Well, it's kind of like the city Norfolk, okay? There's only one R in it. And around here, everybody says Norfolk. And it's like, no, that's, or what? How do you clean your car? What do you say, Dash?
Wash. Okay. I don't wash my car. No. Yeah,
there's no damn R in there, okay?
I don't wash my car. I don't wash my ass. Nope.
I know the English language is stupid because pneumatic starts with a P. Psoriasis starts with a P.
Correct. But that's Latin, origins.
Right.
But Laura, she's not sure, I think, how she pronounces, if she pronounces the L in salmon.
Laura's getting a little feisty tonight.
Norfolk? How do you say Norfolk? What?
Yeah.
Norfolk. Well, he's in Norfolk, yeah. It depends on how close to Norfolk you are. If you say Norfolk or Norfolk. I mean,
Norfolk.
Yeah, Norfolk. But that's just like Newark and Newark, Delaware. Newark, New Jersey versus Newark, Delaware.
I'm not that familiar with that part. So.
Oh, well, so they're spelled the same. It's just a difference in pronunciation. So there's Newark, New Jersey, and there's Newark, Delaware.
Well, we could get Johnny Maggs on, and he could screw everybody up.
Oh, bruh, let him start talking about parking the car in the yard.
Yeah.
And the lobster. Oh man, I used to work well, not work with, but I used to talk to folks from Andover, Massachusetts, all the time. And there was one guy, and he was his name was Scott. Actually. This is Scott from the Andover Service Center. Hey man, how's it going? Laura's the same as New Orleans. Well, she put New Orleans, not New Orleans, New Orleans. It depends. If you get even faster, it could be Nolans, right? Nawlins.
Nolans.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. So, Kent, what competitions did you do this summer? I know you did a couple.
Oh, we did a ton. I did a couple KCBS. Most of them were SIN series, which is like stands for South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, which is like KCBS backyard.
You said say that one more time. Is the what series?
SIN, SIN.
Yes.
South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska.
I missed what the S was for. I'm like, I heard you say there was an acronym, but I missed what the S was for. So the S is for South Dakota.
Correct. And well, I'm 40 miles from Minnesota.
Okay.
25 from South Dakota and 30 from Nebraska. So.
Oh.
But
so have you been out to Sturgis? This is random.
No. I got friends that go there, and that's when I run the campground for them. That's so they can go.
Oh, okay. All right. Just it's so funny. You never really realize, like, a lot of people who are not in the United States don't realize how big the United States actually is. When I went to Europe, you could be in another country in 2 hours. Well, in the United States, you are in another state in 2 hours. And a lot of times people equate, going from one country to another. Go ahead. Well, you can be in a different state in a half an hour, 45 minutes. And I know. Yeah,
I was going to say, unless you live in Central Texas, and then it takes you 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely, there are, like, for me right now, I could get from here to Virginia. Ooh, that's kind of wild, because I could go multiple different ways to get to Virginia. Because I could go like due south, or I could go west. And I think going west, I might hit Virginia first, but I'll hit West Virginia before I hit Virginia.
Right.
Then, of course, going north, I hit Delaware, and then another 20 minutes further north, I'll be in Pennsylvania. And actually, I could go northeast or just straight due north. If I go due north, I'll hit Pennsylvania in 35, 40 minutes versus an hour going northeast. But yeah.
So how far I'm trying to think. How far are you from, like,
he says it's 2 hours to get to another city.
Yeah.
Well, he's in Houston. He's Houston, right? Or is he in Dallas Fort Worth area? I can't remember.
He's right outside Houston, if I remember right.
Okay, I thought so too. But that your whole Houston Metroplex and then the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, yeah, they're huge. It's crazy.
It's about 4.5 hours from Dallas to Houston. 2 hours from Houston to San Antonio.
It's an hour south of San Antonio. It's about an hour. I did it in like 35 minutes. I was late for work when I was in Austin one year. So let's see, Kent, you started to ask me how far away from?
Like Allentown, PA.
Allentown from here is like 2.5, maybe 3 hours.
Damn, I should have came and saw you instead of Johnny Maggs when I was out there.
Hell yeah, you probably took 3 or 4 hours to get up there.
4.5.
Look, when it comes to East Coast geography, I'm pretty spot on. I've actually been to Allentown a couple times picking up arcade cabinets and pinball machines, and the longest it took me was like 3 hours, depending on where I had to go in Allentown. But I mean, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. It ain't that far.
To Grumpus, almost started using government names. Said 2 hours to San Antonio. Who's driving, Dash? Well, it was about 2 hours riding with Uncle Steve. I'll tell you that. That guy drives like a maniac.
He drives normal. Y'all just drive like Hope from Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh no. It's 308 miles from my driveway to the American Royal in Kansas City.
And you did it in?
I drove 25 miles, had to fuel up the truck in Platte City. I forget the name of it. And including the fuel stop, I made it in 4 hours flat.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you do the math.
I will in a little while.
The speed limit's 70.
So it was cruising at 90? That sounds about right.
Not quite, but close.
Listen, I'll tell you, I made it from Central Florida back to my house in Baltimore in 12 hours. That's the fastest I've done it. And that was with fuel stops and having the kids with me to have to stop also. So yeah, I was cruising. Cruising. That was when I actually had COVID last Christmas. So I was at my mother-in-law's house, and I'm like, yo, I'm getting sick. I'm like, don't quite know what's going on. So I said, all right, well, then my wife on Christmas morning, she says, you should take a COVID test. I go get a COVID test, and I take one, boom, pops up positive. She's like, well, I guess we should go home. I'm like, all right, so let's go. Yeah. All right, we got in the van, and when I say I was booking, man, it was hardly anybody on the road. I was like, hell yeah. Like I said, I got home, and then I don't think I moved very much for the next 2 or 3 days.
That's one thing I can say I never had. No one, I never had. I tested for it about 4 times, but they always came back negative. So,
well, that's good. Definitely a positive. Russ says, "Hey, let's not forget to slam that thumbs up." Yes, indeed. Please and thank you for the reminder.
I'm glad he said it because I did.
Oh man, damn man, shoot.
I'm slacking nowadays. I tell you.
Man, you both. You know what? I am ecstatic that I'm back out in the garage. It literally has been almost a year. I lost power out here over Christmas.
Right.
We had a huge windstorm, and it's just been it knocked down. So I had an overhead line coming to the garage, and I'm like, there's no way I can put another overhead line in here, so I had to trench it.
And that underground wire is so nice for it.
I don't know, man. This stuff was a bear. Plus, it was expensive as all hell.
Okay, hold on. Let me work on my sarcasm a little better for you. I had to run it 20 feet out to the street light out here in the yard, and that crap sucks. Trying to strip it, it's horrible.
So, what's crazy is, I used 6.3 because I was doing a 60 amp service out here, and I don't have any of it like extra because I used the full run of 100 feet, and then I had to put a patch. So I have a patch box underneath my deck that runs in the house to another run of cable. Just so happened to have some other 6.3 that my electrician friend gave me for another project, and it worked out.
Wait a minute. What are you running out there that you need 6.3?
The entire garage, including my welder. I have a 220 volt welder out here.
Okay, that makes more sense now because I was like 6.3 I'm like, that's 4-wire. I figured there had to be something 220 out there.
Oh yeah. So there is my welder, and I want to say I haven't really thought much about it or haven't done much about putting a heater out here. But if I do, I probably will put a 220-volt heater out here as well.
That's what I got up in that corner, just little forced air.
Yeah.
And thankfully, it really didn't cost me anything to have that out here.
Okay.
Because I got one of my best friends is an electrician.
Uh-huh.
The wife decided we're getting rid of the electric stove. So I'm like, really? That's perfect.
So now you ran the 220 from the stove directly to that.
Right. And then what else? We got rid of something else. And then I got a dedicated 30 amp 110 plug-in out here.
Okay.
That I can run the RV off.
Really? Yeah, RV only takes 30 amps, or it can. Well, I guess max out.
Mine does. It's dual AC, but you can only run one at a time because it's a 99. So
Okay.
It's 30 amp yet. If it was a newer one, yeah, it would be 50. But
okay. So let's see. Laura says, wait. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. What is this? Laura says, who has the caps on?
No, when the cops were going by your place.
Those are firefighters, actually. There's a house up the street from my house. It's like it's not an old folks home, but it's like they have a lot of medical emergencies there at that house. But it's like I can't remember what the actual term is, but there's a lot of medical group home kind of thing.
Okay.
And there's probably one every 2 hours. I feel like some days. So let's see. I am trying to read the comments here, but my laptop is like, oh wait, hey, you just plugged me back into the electric and the internet. It hasn't been plugged in probably 6 months.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
So
it is lagging. Let's see. Grumpus, glad you buried your utilities. He says, worth it now? I don't know, man. I'm still kind of reeling. So, it's funny. The electric wire, the 6'3", it was 100 feet roll that I got. It cost me $550.
Yep.
I got a 100-foot roll of Ethernet. The Ethernet line was too short. So I ended up having to buy a second one that was 150 feet, and that one did actually work. That was like $70 for the 150 feet. The 100 feet was like 40. So I'm like, yay. The water hose, the water hose, the PEX. I ran PEX from the back of the house. I have a hose bib that I tapped into, and ran it out here. The PEX was about $70. $80, including a couple fittings, and then actually probably another $20 because I had to buy a special PEX crimper. So I'm gonna be running a bunch of PEX stuff now that I have that damn crimper and the know-how.
It's too bad you don't know a PEX certified guy.
All right, is that you? Oh,
yeah.
Well,
I used to work for a plumbing and heating wholesaler.
Okay.
So the rep gave me the expander tool with the rings and
yeah.
But, hey, just be glad you ran PEX, because if you ran copper, it would have cost you.
Oh no, I would have never. Let's see. Russ says, as a 12-year electrician, it takes a knack to use direct barrier wire, especially 6'3". I mean, dude, you know how you have a pencil like a carpenter pencil and you shave it. That was how I had to unsheath that freaking. Oh man, dude, I probably could show you the boxes right there, but I'm not getting up and moving my laptop.
It is. I hate that stuff, and I got in the cabinet back here behind me. I got a partial roll of it in there, and I cringe every time I look at it.
Yes, Jimmy. He says, so did you get the water going in the garage? Yes, I did. Last week, I said that was the last component I had to do, was get the correct fitting to go from the hose bib. Again, freaking Why can't the damn fittings be the same? How about that? Why do we need MPT, female MPT, male MPT? Then you have hose thread pitch, and then there's, just like, not to say that I didn't know that these differences existed, but it's wild when you have to go. I'm like, yo, I have 3/4 inch pecs, and I need to go 3/4 inch pecs to a 3/4 inch HPT HTP hose thread pitch, right? So I'm looking in the pecs in the plumbing section. I can't find the fitting. All of the fittings that I'm using are just MPT or female MPT. So I'm like, that is not working out, right?
No, you got to go to the garden center.
Well, guess who found that out? I learned the hard way after purchasing 2 or 3 different fittings that didn't work, trying to PEX crimp the hell out of them, double crimp them, and use hose crimps. No. I learned a lot. So let's see. Did you bury them in PVC pipe? No, I did not. So that's the one thing, Laura, that I did not do. If I would have buried everything in a PVC pipe, then that would have allowed for me to been able to run additional services. But I'm figuring, I'm crossing my fingers here. This is a one and done type thing. The one thing that will probably, if anything, go awry, it would be the water. And if I have to run a hose from the back of my house to the garages again, I've done it before and I have to do it again.
Right, but now your PEX line.
All right, I'm listening.
Your PEX line, they're in your Russell's in your. How deep did you bury that?
Yes, I'm on the route. Go ahead. Hold on. Taste tester number. This is Kent. You can say taste tester number 2. Once you should bend down.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, is this Kent? That means the you?
No, that's Kirk.
Kirk. Okay.
Kent. I don't have any Kent stickers handy. But Kent is in Iowa. He's in the middle of Iowa.
Dang. What is there to do out there?
Make barbecue. Oh shoot!
That was priceless.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for. Dude, I haven't taken a bite yet.
I wanted me to get is it good? Did I try that part?
Bruh, go away. You had some. You had some.
I didn't have any.
Why not?
Because I was waiting to get you yours, and mine got cold. So can I have the rest of that one?
This piece?
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thank you. So taste test number 1 was making. Take it. You wanted it. Goodbye. Taste test number 1 was making French toast. So I had French toast delivered out to the garage. All right, let's see.
So how deep did you bury the PEX line?
So it's between, like, some of the areas is a little deeper. It might be closer to 10 inches. Some of the areas is like probably 3 or 4 inches underground.
So
I know that is not, the frost line here is 4 feet.
Here
so
too.
Now I'm like, it wasn't. So I'm going to have to clear it out, blow it out before it freezes.
Right.
So that's the only. Like I said, if anything, that would be the one thing that would go. But my plan is to, at where I put it close to the garage, I have a hose or a yard hydrant, and what that does is you bury it a little deeper, and the water drains when you close it. The water drains out from there. So that I tried to dig down. That one is probably about a good 12 inches down, but water getting to it is still probably about 6 inches right before it dips down. So
yeah, you definitely got to blow that out, or you're going to be replacing that every year. So
there's no way.
If if you have it out there for 7-8 months out of the year, you're good. So, I mean, like out here, I don't have running water out here. I could get it out here fairly easy. But I really don't want to do it.
Your garage detached or attached?
Attached. The door to the house is 15 feet from me and goes straight into the kitchen.
So you're touching the door right now with your long ass arm?
Halfway there.
I'm frozen. Oh man, come on! I was just speaking the praises of this internet here. All right, Chachi. Grumpus brought up a good point. He says, but doing live streams from the garage now, YouTube business write-off. So I do a lot of videos from the garage, obviously. So I do write off some of the area in the garage.
And electrical utilities.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always a bonus. And one thing I've been doing lately is, for a while now. Jesus, what did I do?
Russ, that's what we were talking about. Blowing the line clear of water. The good thing is, I would probably detach it from the hose bib at the back of the house, and gravity or just blow into the hose to try to get as much water out of there as possible, and then the PEX is actually rated to be better at not freezing.
Do you have a portable air compressor?
I do. I can definitely pressurize it and blow air in there.
Well, what I do on my RV is I have about a 2-foot chunk of old garden hose.
Okay.
And on the end of it, I put an adapter, and I have a blowgun that is fitted onto that. So I'll pull it in the shop, and I just thread it on like you would the hose at the campsite.
Okay.
And just hold it open, put a zip tie around it, walk away for 5 minutes. It blows all my lines out of the RV.
Okay.
I never have to worry about possibly getting antifreeze in the water heater and having it smell like sulfur, because I blow everything dry.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. Nice. Laura said, hey, test number 2. Sorry, I'm behind on the comments. Victor is here. I don't know. He looks like he's spinning there.
I just see a circle.
Yep. Chachi said, what's on my head? It's called a hat. See, when you're in an area where it's cold, you have to actually wear like woolly hats. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Especially when you don't have hair.
Let's see. Grumpus says, please do a video of you blowing out that hose.
Oh.
Victor. I mean,
I'm guessing he's talking to you, not me.
Yeah. That'd be something I would expect Victor to say. All right, so I'm gonna pull Victor out of the main thing until he gets it together. Chachi says, nope, he has hair. Well, you're younger than I am. I remember having hair. Hey, Chachi, how about the Phillies? Did you see the score? 10-2 tonight. 10-2.
I gotta check that other game out.
It's funny. I just bought a TV. So yesterday and today were Prime Day for Amazon. So I bought a TV, a pretty inexpensive TV, $170 for a 43-inch TV. I don't know where I'm going to put it in the garage, but I have a TV to hang in here. All right, let's see. Look at that. We have Victor back. I see his glorious beard, but he's frozen.
Yeah, it ain't come through on my end yet.
No?
Nope.
Come on, Victor. I'm going to remove him, and we'll see if he starts back moving again. He's frozen. He's trying. He jumped off. He jumped back on, so maybe third time's the charm.
Oh, we got 3-2 here in the Astros Twins game.
Who's winning?
The ninth.
Are the Twins winning?
Huh?
Twins or Astros?
Astros are up.
Cheaters.
Nobody out. 3-1. See what happens.
Exactly. Laura's back. She must have had to go get her coffee, or the coffee had to, go bye-bye. Let's see. Barbecue 951 says cold season is upon us. I'm getting used to the cold. It's 59 degrees here last year, and I was dying when we moved to the East Coast. Bruh, it's about 60 degrees out here in my garage currently. Ugh.
I'll take 59 degrees at 9 o'clock at night. I will take that all the way to March, and then it can start warming up.
61 degrees currently. I'll keep you guys updated on the temperature.
Hold on. Oh, that ain't right. There's no damn way.
What did it say?
There ain't no way. Oh, it's still dropping. We'll let it sit out here for a little bit. It was in the cabinet sitting here. I do have a dehydrator running right next to me.
That will warm up the air.
Yeah, but no, because let's see. Let me pull this up.
Russ said, all right, I'm going to hit it. I am butt whooped tonight. Good night, all, and don't forget your thumbs up. We got 23 watching and only 15 likes. Oh, man, jeez. I can't see the likes here on the StreamYard, so I can't even see how many thumbs up there are.
Let me do something real quick, and I'll tell you. I'm showing 15 thumbs up.
All right, thank you. 69 in Cali, KB, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see what Laura says. It's 6C out now and 2C overnight. Boy, oh boy. Look at this one. Hey, Angela.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. She looks so astute with her clear Sally Jesse Raphael glasses on.
58 it says here right now.
All right. I could probably see the thermometer outside and it would show a little cooler.
It's 51. It's 51 here.
Yeah, it's showing 57 probably outside. If I took the thermometer outside. 951 says he's in Central PA now. Yeah. Awesome. Then you said, Angela. She's so funny. She got fans. Are you still working or something, or you just on the computer? Angela? Oh, you went mute.
You muted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm just on the computer. I'm not.
Oh, all right.
I just got home.
See, I'm not going to go there. I was about to be like, where were you?
There they go to the group home again.
Yeah, they might be leaving. Andrew.
What up?
How you doing this evening? Oh, so let me just tell you guys. Can we appreciate how nice Andrew looks on the live stream? And just say the alphabet for us, Andrew, please.
Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah.
He too sounds amazing because last month on the live stream, Andrew felt a little type of way when we were talking about Grumpus' setup with his mic and his camera and his light. So look, Andrew, tilt your head up just so ever slightly so we can see the. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, you got your ring lights.
Yeah, mine's not up here like this. And if I was Grumpus, I'd be like, well, everybody, I'm smoking my meat at 360 degrees. No, I gotta keep it down here. I don't have the whole setup, but I got a little butthurt.
Oh, man. Oh, dude. It's so funny. Silver Bart said it's 68 degrees north of Dallas. I'm sorry. Laura said that's crazy. Almost like living in Edmonton. Laura said, hey, Mac Boy. Mac Boy's name is Andrew. So Andrew, I always give credit where credit is due. Andrew is the whole reason why I have a barbecue channel on YouTube. It is all his fault. Andrew was trying to impress his father-in-law way back when, and he's like, hey, man, I need some pointers on barbecue. And I said, all right, well, I got you, but I have this YouTube channel. So I'm going to post the videos on YouTube so you can watch them whenever you want to. And he wasn't the only person that started watching the videos. So, every opportunity I get a chance to say thank you to Andrew, I do, because I wouldn't have had a barbecue YouTube channel if it wasn't for him.
And I heard that he's now better than his father-in-law. That was like
Yeah. He has,
Those were my mother-in-law's words, not my own.
Hey, that's all that counts.
Which makes it way better.
Right? Because she wouldn't lie to you.
I will never forget. She cut the chicken. She said, "There's juice inside of here." What did you do? I was like,
There
should always be juice in there."
It's funny though. I could see your mother-in-law. Like, of course, I know your mother-in-law, and I could see her, like, just she's rather, rather proper.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's over like,
I can't believe it.
Well, there you go. The cheaters won. Astros. Sorry.
I knew we were talking about Chachi commented that they were 2 out from taking the series.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, now I see all the stuff. So, hey, Laura. Hey, Russ. Hey,
Oh,
Jamie.
you're on the computer now. You can see the comments. It says final Astros 3, Twins 2.
All right, Dash. Hey, I got to bounce, brother.
No worries, man. You be easy. Take great care.
You take care, Angela, Andrew. Y'all be good.
yeah.
Hey, Andrew, I need one more Grumpus impersonation before I leave.
Oh,
With the whole mic up.
Oh, hold on, I got. Well, Dash. I think your temperature set wrong on your smoker there.
I love it. All right, later, y'all.
Take care. You're going to make me have to upgrade my damn video camera. Goodness gracious. Because I'm just using the camera from the laptop, and I'm like, man, does it look better? Because it looks horrible when I'm looking at it. Like, it really does. But when I look back at the video, it looks better than it does for me on, I don't know, I guess it's showing me like a dumbed down version directly to the screen here locally. Yeah. But when it gets uploaded, it looks a little bit better. But this lighting out here is not the best.
Horrible.
I know.
So it's right over you,
and
then you extra light skin. And so then it's like,
how about this? Oh, you know what I could really do is I could turn off the light, and then let's see what I can work out here.
So the reason, just because I'm getting a couple comments here, so people are responding to my input for once, which is very exciting for me. I feel famous. The reason why I felt like I should upgrade is, one, because I'm on Zoom way too much for work stuff, but two, I'm in the marketing business, so I have like X amount of thousands of dollars of like video and lighting equipment like 4 feet away, and I was using a crappy old like iMac monitor for that. So it just kind of pushed me into a decision I was already going to make.
Now you look scary.
Now it looks like it's that spooky season.
Yeah.
It's fall, y'all. All right, I'm turning the light back on.
Barbecue with the airplane, what I thought was an airplane, says you can't let your guests show you up. You have to go all out with the studio mic and the lighting.
Sure.
In the garage.
Yeah, sure. Usually I'm in the house
You need
So
a green screen. Are you cooking?
No, not tonight. I just came out here. No, I am going to take every advantage I can to be outside in this garage and do live streams possibly while it's still warm enough for me to be able to be out here. Now that I can be out here.
So you missed the whole summer?
Yes, pretty much. So the whole thing is, I just ran electricity out here again. I lost the electricity in the garage.
Oh.
So
That's right.
though I was able to use a generator. Like I have that little generator. I actually it's right here because I just did an oil change on it. There it is. I didn't even put the cover back on, but I just did an oil change on it because
You have to oil change on the generator? See, that's why I don't do propane stuff.
it's an engine. Anyway, so it's a small engine. Yes, it has oil, and that was the first time I've changed the oil in it in the 3 or 4 years that I've owned it. But because I ran it so much over the summer to have overhead lights in the garage, I'm like, all right, I kind of need to run it because I need to change the oil. I used to just have the generator so that I could take it with me to on-site events from time to time. But obviously, it came in handy with me powering. Like I would power. If I needed to use my air compressor, I had an extension cord that ran to my air compressor. I would plug it into the generator, turn it on. If I needed to use the lights in here, like if I was cooking in here, I would run the lights off of the generator. So, I mean, I definitely ran a lot of things off of it, but I wasn't like, I may have done 4, maybe 5 cooks out here all summer long. And I had to use the generator, or I would just set up an extension cord with 1 or 2 lights that was just enough for me to get, I'm like, I'm cooking. I don't have to, I don't need all of these lights on just for me to cook.
Right.
So
You need to dust that grill in the back.
everything is dusty in the garage. It's the ash. It's not. The next thing I'm thinking about doing is getting a small container and moving the smokers from out of the garage into a small container to try to contain and curtail the ash that gets generated inside of the garage, because it is, I don't say it's bad, but it is what it is. I mean,
no, it is. It's
like
bad.
a dust management
In 20 years, you're gonna be.
I'm already gonna be doing that after all the smoking I do. So I thought about dust management, Andrew, but it would be one of those things where I would have to run it all the time because it's dusty in here all the time. The rafters aren't enclosed in, so there's plenty of dust and dirt that accumulates in this garage, and I don't care how often I sweep and dust and use the what's the name? The floor stays dusty.
Yeah.
I'm
jealous. Like, you so clear. Like when Grumpus comes on.
Look. Grumpus said I couldn't stand it if Dash looks any better. Yeah.
The Dash Witch project.
That was the one.
I saw that. Look, KB says you can't let your guests show you up. Time to go all out on the studio. Mike and
I thought KB Barbecue had the airplane.
No, that wasn't KB.
Who was that?
That was Brisket Medic.
Oh, right. I thought it was a helipad.
It's Blair Witch camera. Yeah, definitely.
951 barbecue. Where's 951?
So 951, I thought it was in North Carolina, but he moved to Central Pennsylvania. That's what he was saying. He said his generator failed on me during the cook-off last weekend. Shoot, probably didn't change the oil.
I think my dad has one. I don't know if he's ever changed the oil. I gotta ask him about that.
Big one?
Huh?
A big one?
I mean, it's like
no. Like it could run 220. Like mine.
Yeah, like a normal, like you get it for a power outage to run a fridge and like some other stuff,
Well, this one will do that. It'll run. I think I run it a couple times to run the fridge, but for the most part, it couldn't. This generator isn't strong enough to power my power washer, but it's strong enough to do other things that are just low amperage.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't think it's low amperage; it's low wattage. So I think It says 2200 watts max, and it'll cruise at like 1800. Yeah, 1800 continuous. So, but that's enough. I mean, dude, it powered the lights in the garage. Dude, I spliced 2 extension cords together and put 2 male ends on either, and then backfed the power into the lights, and that's how I got the power. I smart. Yeah, and I can see Andrew's face like,
And
what?
Tommy may not agree, but
Dude, that was the thing. When I did it, I told Tommy, I said, so Tommy's our electrician friend. I sent a message to Tommy and I'm like, yo, look what I did. He was like, freaking brilliant. He's like, that's really good. Because the whole thing is the lights are all on electrical outlets. They're all plugged into outlets. And then the outlets are run down to the breaker box here in the garage. So if I put power into one outlet, guess where all the power is going? To the other outlets around the garage. So I had power in my garage. Yeah, it worked out really well. I had lights in the garage, let's put it that way. Except for, when I was cooking until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, that generator's running the whole damn time. Whoops. Sorry about your luck. 951 says, I came from Cali to the East Coast. He says, he said it just got clogged. Oh, the jets got clogged. So every now and again, you should run, like a carburetor or injector cleaner. Not injector, I guess it's carbureted cleaner. But yeah. Let's see. I have a gas push mower that I've had over 10 years and never done an oil change, and it still starts on the first pull. That's probably why it starts on the first pull, because the tolerances were so crappy 10 years ago that it doesn't matter. I revered it. What, Laura? Sometimes I'm so behind on the comments. Anyway, Angela, what do you have going on? Angela just celebrated a milestone birthday a few weeks ago now.
29.
Last year, that's funny. Love it. Just like my my manager tells me that I am early in my career. I was like, oh, okay, because I thought it was ending. So I don't know who's early. I'm planning for the end, but I've been planning for the end since I started. So
she sees the runway.
I do.
And Grandpa said he run his pond pump, 2 refrigerators, and a freezer, and a block fan off of 1800 watt generator. I guess when they lost power down there. Laura says, I have a cord so I can turn the apartments on to clean when the tenant moves. Okay. Laura says spelling. She's tired. I know.
I get it.
Laura says, wow, I have duty boots. I mean, Jimmy says his duty boots older than that. 29 years. Man.
Probably not older than me then.
Yep. Oh, man. I will tell you, much shorter walk to the refrigerator. Oh, Angela. That white refrigerator. That's the one that came from the Sulin house.
No. Oh,
Yes, it is.
wow.
Yes, it is.
I was looking at the refrigerator. I was like,
so, me and quick stories. So Angela had a rental house and her tenants, the refrigerator died. So Angela says, oh, she told her tenants to go buy a refrigerator and, put it into the little area where the little refrigerator nook was in the cabinets. Well, they went out and bought the biggest refrigerator that they could. And it didn't fit in the nook where the refrigerator should be. So the refrigerator was sitting in the middle of the kitchen which was the kitchen was all of this big, and the refrigerator is this big. So then Angela says, "Hey, I had to go get a new refrigerator. It's coming, or it was there. I can't remember. But there's a refrigerator in this house. Go and get it. You can have it." I'm like, okay. I strapped the trailer to the back of the car to the. I think it was the Jetta at that time. I might have to look at the pictures. And I went down her driveway, got that thing out of the house by myself. This is not a light refrigerator. Got it out of the house myself, put it on the trailer, strapped it down, brought it home, plugged it in. It's been plugged in my garage for like 6 or 7 years, probably.
Was that the same trip that you changed the toilet and then you left the toilet in the?
I don't know. It might have been a different trip.
You left the toilet at the like by the house, and then me by myself I didn't realize how heavy a toilet was. Had to get the toilet down the driveway, which also was not short. And yeah, I think I pulled every muscle in my body trying to get that.
Good thing you were only 22 at the time.
You know. Jesus, this thing, like I've never, who lifts toilets? Who knew a toilet was heavy?
I've had to change a few of them. Let's see. What did Victor say? Oh, he said he's having trouble getting on with the laptop. Well, I'll be here for a little while longer. Let's see. Chachi.
Oh, Bumpy changed his name.
Yep.
Chop 28. What's Chop 28? What's that mean?
So I guess like Chop period, but 28 might have been his baseball number, if I had to guess. Either that,
the Chop House. Chop House.
Either that, or he might have been born on the 28th of a month. No, he wasn't, because his birthday just passed, or it's coming. Yes, he is.
Hey.
So Chachi says he has a 9,000 watt generator that they use when they lose power that he plugs into the house to run the whole house. It's crazy, Chachi. I've been, I'm gonna say toying, but playing with the idea of getting one of those too. But my mother-in-law just got one of those Generac systems. Yo, it is nice.
Oh, sweet.
It is so nice. It's like a 30-second cutover, and it'll run the whole entire house. And she got a big one because she got a big old house, and she leaves on every damn light and every damn radio and every damn thing in the house. I was about to say names. My mother-in-law. Oh. Look, Bumpy, remember, he said, "How's the ankle?"
Oh, my ankle. It's wrapped up. It's I moved out of the boot. I don't know where my camera is.
There you go.
It's not working out because I'm only 29. Yeah, there we go.
Is that a compression sock?
It's a sock, but it has like a brace on top of it, so it's more like a brace, like a soft brace.
Okay. I'm like, I see your toes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a compression sock.
KB says a hammer makes a toilet real lightweight. She didn't want to break it up. That was the whole thing.
Well, I still had to get all them porcelain pieces down the driveway.
Well, Bumpy said 28 represents his grandmother who just passed. Grumpy says he has a 2000 Honda.
2000?
Yo, Grumpy? Yeah.
I imagine Grumpus in Texas driving a big old lifted Texas truck.
Grumpy is modest. He is not,
Except for the lighting setup.
But he's in Texas.
Oh, yeah. That's why he can afford that lighting setup, because he doesn't have a
2000.
No payments.
Ain't had no car for years.
Look, he ain't had a payment this whole millennia, rather. Meanwhile, Angela's showing her ankle flip chair. Yo, let me just tell you, Angela would be the one to do that. She is clumsy. Angela was always, as a kid, Angela was like, "Oh, she's hurt again." She
I never got seriously hurt. So I've never been in the hospital. I've had like sports injuries, like my fingers that still don't
work.
sit straight. But no, I was a non-medically hurt klutz.
Klutz.
Actually,
Uh,
whatever you gotta tell yourself.
And then it was like the 80s and 90s. So it was the 80s and 90s. So like it was everything was shake it off.
oh yeah, put some dust on it. Yeah. Just walk it off. Go up and down the stairs a couple times. It'll feel better.
It'll feel much better.
Especially at my mom's house. Hit that second landing. Like go all the way up to actually, you know what she would do is be like, yo, can you go up to the third floor and get, X, Y, and Z?
Yeah. I don't know where the tape is, but I found the tape. It was a cassette tape. And it was like we were all playing. I showed it to Brian. I left Brian here. We were all playing on the top of the steps at my mom's house. And Brian said, if you keep doing that, you're gonna fall. And I was like, I'm not gonna fall. And then all you we're sitting up there playing, all you hear
down the steps.
It's like 13 steps.
Oh yeah, always. Oh man.
And Brian's like, that's all you can hear.
2015 Mazda CX-5. He said it's paid for.
Hold on. So what was the 2000 Honda? So he got a 2000 Honda and a 2015.
So he has a 2000 watt Honda generator. That's what it was.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. He must be like Laura.
Chachi said he hates EVs.
That's fine. He also, doesn't he doesn't like to talk about the Phillies either. So it's all right.
He said Chachi's from Texas with a lifted truck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, everybody in Texas had a lifted truck. Everybody in Texas.
And
they don't forget how Ford, the F-150s have like different brands. Like a lot of people hear about the King Ranch one or whatever. I didn't even know they had a Texas style. Texas
Editions.
Yeah,
Texas Edition. I didn't even know they had that. They don't show it at the car show. I've never seen it. I've seen the biggest one I've ever seen was the King Ranch. And I was like,
oh. Yeah. You just step your car show game up.
Yeah, right. You as
I
a
haven't been to one since pre-COVID.
All right, Victor, I'm trying to, once you get your camera together, I will add you back to the stage here. So Bumpy says, what was everyone's first car? He said he had a 1984 Toyota Corolla SR5 with the flip headlights. So I'm going to match him. My first car was a 1988 Nissan Pulsar, also with the pop-up headlights, but it had pop-up headlights and T-tops. So yes, I too. Oh, and it was champagne in color. And the people who owned the vehicle before me, they called it Asti. So that was why we continued to call it Asti, or I continue to call it Asti. So yeah.
I had what did I have? I had a hand-me-down, Hyundai Sonata.
100 or something?
Huh?
XLG 500?
No. The XG 500 was the gold one. That was what my mom had.
You had a maroon one first, right?
She did. I had silver, a 99 silver Hyundai Sonata.
Mm.
And then when I moved here, I sold that car and I got her XG 500, XG 300.
Okay. So Grumpa says King Ranch is a ranch in Texas. Yes. So if you did not know this, King Ranch is one of the biggest cattle ranches in Texas. Nice. And that was like that. The King Ranch edition from Ford is the King Ranch brand and everything like that. It is
that's cool.
Yeah. It is a actual place. All right, Victor. I see Victor trying.
I had a 93 Pathfinder. One.
You only have to have a 93? What, it was brand new?
No,
it was It was well loved.
Parents got it at birth.
Damn.
You know,
Jeez.
a lot of shade from Miss. I'm 29.
Listen, you have perfect light. My light's washing me out too, because I refuse to do the
Anything?
rooms.
KB said he had a 74 Datsun pickup. So I was just telling Mrs. Dash the other day that Datsun was Nissan's. Well, Nissan is Datsun's spinoff, because Datsun, when they first started trying to sell cars here in the United States, they never actually sold cars. So they had a spinoff brand of Nissan, and they made this whole new brand so that Datsun could sell Nissans in the United States, because no one heard of Nissan. So they were a new kid on the block, and people actually bought their vehicles. Kind of similar. So the conversation came about when she was talking about how Lexus is a luxury brand for Toyota, but there's not an acronym, but kind of the Lexus is like luxury export to the US or something like that. So that's how Lexus came about for the Toyota brand. So Lexus stands for luxury export to the US. So Lexus. Yeah, I don't know how much truth that is, or if someone just kind of made up that backstory afterward. But that's when we start talking about Datsun and Nissan. Sorry.
Well, what was it? The Fiat Chrysler Association is in Turin, Italy, or Torino, as we say, Americans say Turin is Torino. But anyway, the Fiat or FICA, which is the shortened name for Fiat Chrysler Association, okay, means a very bad word in Italian.
Oh.
So
we have an Italian friend. We'll have to ask him.
I'm pretty sure you can look it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, so Grumpus' first car, $100 1962 Chevy Nova station wagon with no motor. He said the motor cost him $350. Yo.
Wow.
Sounds like a small block if I've ever heard one.
Mm-hmm. 6 bolts, 2 wires, you're good.
Look, sounds like a Volkswagen engine. Topsy said a 95 Chevy S10. He probably still has and drives that 95 Chevy S10. Look. Laura says shaggin' wagon. Yeah. Wow. Bommy said he named his Toyota Lexi. It wasn't a Lexus. Not at all. Lexus wasn't even out back then. What year it was?
Oh, 84?
No.
Yeah, no.
You know what? The 84 Corollas, so SR5, no, that was still like the base model Corolla, because the Toyota Supras around that time, those like Mark II, Mark III Supras were probably about that time.
The Camry is like higher than the Corolla, right?
Yes.
It's bigger.
Bigger, right.
Everybody thinks they're race cars and they're little Camrys now.
Mm-hmm. Look, Chachi says, I still have it, but it's my show truck, not my daily. How'd I know he still had that 95 Chevy?
Wasn't he showing off pictures on last month or something?
He did show pictures before, or he sent me pictures on Instagram, and I kind of showed his. So let's see.
I got my 84 and 97.
Yo, I got my 88 in 96.
So I guess I'm spoiled. I got my 99 and 02. Yeah.
I'm just finished paying it off, and then she was like, "I'm getting a new car. Here's my old one." I remember.
She definitely did. She was like, "If I'm gonna be paying a car note, I'm gonna be paying a car note for me, not you."
I remember, because I'm like, "Dang, Angela got a new car."
Sure did.
Like, What?
And I was everywhere. The second I got it, it was
You
like,
drove to Washington State and was like, this is
no. I because I was still in school. No, I went to Albany, then I went to Atlanta,
Albany.
and then I went to Macon. I was everywhere. Like if you saw me, I was out of town. I wasn't. I don't know how I got good grades because once I got a car, I was everywhere. Yeah, I never drove south though. I went to Orlando. That was the most south I went, and it was only my mom was there at a conference.
All right, Laura. Make sure you watch all of your 206 parts.
She said she'll be right back because she's going to shower and then she'll say goodnight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
A real one would take the phone and listen in the shower.
Huh?
Well, you never know. So Mr. Silver Bart, here's a good one. He says a 75 Ford Pinto, no air conditioning, proved to be the date problem while in college here in Texas. Was there even air conditioning in 1965?
75.
They just had those hatches that you open to like let in air from the roof.
Yeah. You had what was it? AC was like the two windows at 80 miles an hour. That was how you had AC.
Things. Yeah.
I dated a guy who came from Texas and he was in Washington State and he had a diesel motor, but it didn't have something on it. So like the smell was coming into the car. And so
I didn't have an exhaust.
Huh?
Exhaust. It probably didn't have an exhaust.
When you got out of the car, you smelled like it. And so like I'm gonna take you out on a date. And I didn't know this prior to, like he said he had a truck and from Texas, so of course you have a truck. And so but he picks me up and then we get there and I'm like, I stink, like, and then I'm like, because I'm on a date, so I don't want to be like,
Yeah, like diesel fumes. All right, so Grumpus says his favorite vehicle was a 46 Dodge pickup with a 390 Cadillac motor. Those were the days. Jeez, he probably had 3 on the tree.
390 Cadillac motor. What's a 390?
The cubic inches. 390 cubic inches.
Man.
I don't know enough about motors. I don't know.
So that's a GM motor. So this is a small block. I think 383 or 400 is when does it get to be a big block? Thank you for looking it up. I see you're typing.
Who, me?
Andrew.
Oh.
So he said it was a 50 motor, a 50 Cadillac motor. I guess in 59 is when he had
59. He said typo.
Oh.
I want to get on live, but I've been sipping the jar. You can get on live. That means you can get on. It's in the second hour.
That's the best. That's the best time. And exactly, we are in the second hour, so you can actually you can tell us how the jar is because
396 is big block. I guess that because Chachi and Rumpus are saying
perfect. I knew there was a 402 and up was big block, but
and yes, Rumpus, I do profile Texas people, not just Texas boys. Texas people, you cannot have a house in Texas if you do not have a truck. I'm just convinced nowhere in Texas should you live if you do not have a truck.
Period. Because pickup trucks are very convenient.
They are. I want one. If I had not bought my house, like a guy hit me up about a pickup truck because I've been wanting a pickup truck. Like I want a pickup truck and a boat. Those are the things I want in life. And he hit me up about it as soon as I bought my house. I was like, come on, you could have done it like a day earlier when I probably would have said yeah. And then with a house just to buy.
I have a pickup truck on my driveway that I can sell you.
Yeah, that thing ain't reliable. It might not even make it outside of Baltimore. I'm sorry.
It'll I'll get it to your house.
And then where's it gonna go out? How about you get you to my house? How about that? How about we try that first?
There's that. Chachi,
2 years.
Oh, wait. He Chachi put on some clarification. She didn't just say a truck. Lifted truck. Talk about profiling. Yep. She definitely is doing all of that. So here, actually, while I'm thinking about it, so those of you guys are some of you guys following me on Instagram? Because if you are, then you would have seen that I was up late last night. Hold on one second. I got to sign in to YouTube.
He said, "Yeah, Grandma got rid of his truck. He was always everyone's best friend on moving day."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Listen, that's a big thing.
Yeah. I had to move something recently, or I had to do something. Oh, I know what I was getting decorations, and I was asking around for a pickup truck.
Decoration for your party?
Yeah, I wound up not getting it. I was trying to get bales of the corn stalk. No, I didn't mean to say bales. I meant to say I was trying to get corn stalks. The corn stalks that because these people, they just pulling them out the yard.
Yeah.
And so they were like 10 feet high. And so I can't fit that in any vehicle that I own. I was like, I don't even know if I can carry this. And like, guy was like, oh, you can have like 5 of them or 6 of them. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll give you like $5. And he was like, okay. I was like, well, let me go get my truck. And
for the corn stalks?
Because he had to pull it out. He had this is literally, he was cutting it out of his farm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, like, and I came back in my truck and he closed. I was like, and it was the day of the joint. So I was like, okay, all right. I mean, I can't do nothing. But he had to already cut them out. And I'm like, can I just like leave the money here? And then he was like, no, you can pick them up tomorrow. I needed it today. So he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm already in the bed.
Wow.
Like 4 o'clock.
He obviously was tired. He was tired. Tired. He running his own business or whatever.
He took a machete to those corn stalks.
Well, he, obviously there wasn't big money in that, so he wasn't worried.
I mean, it's $5. $5 more than he was gonna get because the earth just took him over. It's not corn season anymore. Corn season's in the summer.
Mm.
So once you pick the corn, it's no like.
There are plenty of people that would still be able to do something with that corn. Just saying.
With the corn stalk, because that's all that was left.
I'm about to say you only really need the corn. We're not worried about the stalk.
Yeah, no, it's like once you pick the corn stalk dies.
True.
So that's all I was trying to get with the
Remember
stalk.
said Home Depot, $19 for 2 hours.
What's that? 2 hours for what?
Rent a pickup truck. Have to keep saying everything to Angela. Damn it. What is my password? Oh. I haven't used this laptop in a very long time.
Oh. She just had to get Lil Man out of his crib.
Ooh, oh.
Oh, you can see the baby camera?
Yeah, I got on my.
Oh.
Yo. We barely had a color monitor when the kids were young.
Yeah, that night vision.
No.
I did have night vision, but it looked creepy because their eyes would glow.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Like if he wakes up in the morning and he stands up and he like looks in the thing, it's like
look like the Blair Witch baby.
Yeah. Now this thing like it moves. I can like swivel it and all this other stuff. It's crazy.
You can move it from your phone?
Yeah.
No, I could move mine. Mine had like arrows. It wasn't on my phone. I was scared of those. But
like
yeah, mine had arrows. You can move it up and down.
Wow, that's crazy. Yo, Jimmy said you can set my truck on fire and roll it down the hill, and I still wouldn't trade it for a Coupe de Ville.
Where's Bumpy and
He fronting. Hopefully,
Borderland?
You know they
So
got stuff that'll
I
like track
had
movement now. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I had 3 mason jars when I came home, and I was like, oh, maybe the lady poured, maybe it was like just a little bit of vodka left, and the lady poured. So I opened it up. It's like, oh no, I forgot.
oh yeah. I said, oh, I need to take one of these jars down to Angela. I've been only talking about it for a while.
2 years.
It had it.
I've been in this house for 2 years.
Yeah, but I haven't had my connection but for only a year and some change, so almost 2 years.
I thought it was during COVID. No, during COVID, it was the peaches and the brandy and
Yeah, it was brandy. I was learning how. No, I was learning how to bourbon.
yeah.
Come on, freaking gotta remember my password. Can't
Bronco
you?
said to cut me some slack because I'm older. Damn.
Angela's older. Okay. Oh, about having to explain everything to you.
I'm still younger than you, but you know.
It's all right. I sent your aunt a text message and I said, guess who's getting old?
She say you.
No. I said you. I had talking to her because it was her. Before I said happy birthday, I said, hey, guess who's getting old?
Okay. What was I say? Yeah, I don't know. This is life.
I feel like I'm going to lock out my account because I can't remember my password. This is what happens.
Good night, Victor. He can't get it strong enough. Oh, he's in the barn.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I can't get a strong enough signal tonight. I'm in the barn, and I think that's what he's interrupting the signal. So I guess good night, all. Thank you, Victor, for trying. Chachi says he misses his can. What did Jimmy say? That she must leave all the clear in the house. Yeah, I did. Actually, tonight I did. But I also was dealing with indigestion earlier, and I know that if I'm drinking clear when I already have indigestion, it just makes it that much worse. So I took an indigestion pill, and I feel better. So I could start drinking the clear, but I don't have any clear out here. I need these refrigerators. I need to keep a jar out here, but I don't have. Don't be nodding your head. Listen, I don't have like an endless supply of clear, so I have to ration it. I have to keep it where I can.
No, I don't. I have.
I thought you were about to be like,
yeah, right. See, ooh, I'm about to say I have a jar. The closest jar to me right now would be in my car. I have a jar in the car.
No, I have cheese.
In the house yet.
What you got over there?
Something vegetarian. What is that?
Is that fake cheese?
Provolone.
Oh, that's a refrigerator behind you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I see it now. Because it just looked like a desk, and then you all of a sudden pulled out.
I thought snacks right there.
At her work desk, and that's her snack desk.
Yeah.
I thought you was making communion at first. I was like, yo, where'd you pull them crackers from? And then you were like, no.
It sound like crackers breaking, right?
Yeah. Listen, that's why I was like, wait a minute. Is that a refrigerator back there? Wait. Body of Christ. Body of Christ. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Papa. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. This is what happened.
Have you ever? Did you ever go to church with Pop-Up? Well, I don't know if they did it. I went to church with him, and they drank out of
The chalice. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Well, see, my thing was this. I wanted to do it as a kid to taste what the hell was in there, and I was disappointed it was grape juice. But when you go to like Catholic churches now, if you drink out of the cup, it is actually wine.
Oh.
Yep. So, but you know, they wipe it real good, and it's alcohol. Alcohol killed the germs.
They wipe it with the same, like, it's not like they fold the napkin up again. It's like they're wiping and they're wiping more. Huh?
Yes.
It did get a little suspicious.
They got bacteria back on to the thing. Ew.
I'm going to hell for that. Oh, Chachi, I'm going to hell for way worse things I've done in my life and said that was.
we use like little baby like individual cups at my church.
Yeah. See, at mine we do individual cups
too. Yeah, growing up at Jane's, that was what they had. Yo, I remember having to pour them and then like take the cup out of there. I
carried one of the trays never again. That's too much pressure. You got this nice carpet in the church, and the head usher was like, "Don't spill it." I'm like,
but then when they went to the one that had the cracker and the juice together,
a dozen or so cups, and then there was a cracker in the middle, like a cracker. It looked like a butter dish.
It did
in the middle, and it would be like 20 people or so go up there at the same time, and you had to share. What up, Kemper? How you doing, man?
We were just talking about you.
Oh yeah. Oh, always.
No, me and Dash. Like, yeah. What did hey, coach.
oh yeah, coach. Oh yeah, coach. Oh, Kemper, send Andrew the pictures of the thing you got. We did a thing, Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So the brief story was I was on the phone with Dash, and I was like, Kemper popped in my head at the most random time. Somebody called. I answered. What did I say? I answered the phone. I was like, hey, coach. I was like, what the heck?
You asked me to do something. You was like, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, coach. But that was out here in this garage. When we were working in the garage, we had FunFam tuning, and Travis always, like every time we were out here, something would happen, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, coach. Oh yeah, coach." And never failed. That was just one of the things that he would randomly say, and it would be spot on every time he said it. Oh yeah, coach. Oh yeah, coach. So, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, coach. Like he was from Minnesota.
Okay.
Chachi, I'm working on I'm not going to a 12 count tonight, but
man, I just want to say I knew Kemper when he had the chalkboard paint on his hood.
Hell yeah, yo! I was looking at
this man is making moves.
Yo, he was very popular. I was looking at pictures. Oh, when I was trying to consolidate the food pictures, I found plenty of pictures of Kemper. Oh my gosh, this laptop has a picture from when Kemper was laid out at Bonefish Head or Fish Head Cantina, and I could put him on black. I'm looking at the picture now. Can't do it to him.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. But Chachi says he hasn't been a decade. So how you know I'm going to hell if you don't even know what the reference is? I don't know. No, Travis, I'm good. That is a picture for us. Because I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you at all, dog. But I found the picture one day. I was doing something on his laptop, and I found the picture, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta send this to him." So I put it on the desktop, and then when I was reviving this laptop, I was looking. I was like, "Oh wow, there's that picture." But yeah, I actually looked through pictures from almost all of my camera cell phones or cell phone cameras over the past probably 15 years almost. And
You laughing at him too, Andrew? His camera cell phones. Oh, you looking at Instagram?
I was about to bless everybody with it.
Oh yeah, coach.
He just sent me a voice recording.
freaking brilliant. Play it again, Sam. Oh yeah, coach. Because he couldn't just say it once.
I know.
Oh yeah, coach.
Marlon, what's up? My goodness.
Hey, there he is.
Marlon, so I want to say thank you to Marlon, because Marlon is on top of reminding me to do the this group live stream. He sent me a message. I got a message earlier today, and I was doing something earlier, and I was like, oh, I got to make sure I do the live stream or at least do the thing. And I said, oh, damn, is tonight the live stream? And then I checked my email. Boom, there go Marlon. So thank you, Marlon. I definitely do appreciate you, the unsung hero of the live stream. This drink's for you.
I hope you're getting sponsored the way you just put that up there like that.
I wish, but no.
Marlon be like, Dash,
Not
I know you did take a drink that from me.
All right, so the whole point of me trying to get into my I don't have to. No, damn it, I need to. I'm trying to share the links for the video for tomorrow, but I can't get into my can't get to my YouTube account. All right, so let's see if I can. Like I said, I'm trying to share the video for tomorrow. So I started saying earlier, if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw that I built a metal rack to hold my splits, my wood splits, closer to the garage. That being said, I made this rack in the garage last night. So I filmed it and everything, and then I edited the video. So convoluted. All right.
And what does your shirt say? Is that Supermom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I got it for Christmas, and I'm like, I gotta wear it sometime.
I said she has a Supreme hoodie? What?
Yo, I thought it was Supreme too.
I said, oh my God. She done turned 29, bought a new house, got the Supreme.
When I set up my couch, my office is actually not as it's
Extra
actually
bougie.
clean now.
She got a snack desk.
Mm-hmm.
I need to bring my coffee machine up here.
Oh no.
I had to show you up.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hey, Grumpus. Oh, Andrew's
I gotta
gonna
say, Mac Boy looks
the
marvelous.
Corsair chair. Is that a Corsair chair, Grumpus?
No,
Oh,
no,
but it's close.
it's close enough.
It looks
Hey,
like it would keep
Steven.
it in front of it.
I wore this thing out.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Alright.
and you missing
Everybody
your
looking good
green screen.
tonight?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's great.
Yo, this is hilarious. Listen, so Grumpus, Andrew's been helping me with my website, and I was talking to him. We had a Zoom meeting the other day, and he's like, I had to update update everything, and I'm like, what? So yes, I find it hilarious. Oh man, I can't freaking.
We should all push each other to do our best.
Indeed. Like I'm trying to push myself to get into my damn YouTube account on this laptop so I can share this video on the live stream.
Oh, you need your password? Let me get.
I don't want to, the whole thing is I don't want to change my password,
I hear you.
Oh,
I keep all that stuff on Evernote.
We talked about that.
I really do because I can't remember half of them.
Yes, I did it. Oh, I finally got
What
it.
do I have? What's this thing called?
Because too many times you have to change it just for
Oh,
no
yeah.
LastPass.
reason.
I have LastPass.
Listen, I have the MSP, so Andrew, you'll appreciate this. The MSP password is one that I have saved into a secure note on my phone because every 45 days you have to go in and change your Maryland State Police password. So, yeah, that is one that I have. But my passwords are very similar. It was just at the time I created this account, I didn't use as much capitalization, so I had to go back to an older time. But I'm in the account now.
That's
I
probably
need you to have
every
this
45 days.
Yeah, every 45 days you have to change it.
Oops.
For what?
It's a pew pew thing.
Um,
And at work, our QuickBooks forces us to change our password every 90 days.
So
yeah.
I set up 6 G keys password, and I just change the G key every 90 days. I have no idea what the password is.
So what's funny is my work computer does the same. But
I'll be right back. Sorry.
my work computer does the same, but the local computer for the company I work for has a stronger, stringent password requirement than the government agency I work for. So I have to change my password for my company every 45 days, where the government agency is every 60. So I'm want to say I'm changing my password for no reason. But I have to, and of course you have to keep them together because God forbid they're out of out of date or out of sync more or less.
Look at MacBoy's icon. Is that his son?
You said what now? I'm sorry.
MacBoy, is that his son?
No, in that picture there.
He must use that on a dating app.
He's been married for quite a while now.
There's no ring in that pic.
No, not in that picture. That was well before. But my goodness, you guys are funny. All right, golly, come on, videos. Why can't I find this damn? Come on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Finally got into my YouTube account. Content. Goodness gracious. Man. Y'all better watch and like this video because everything that I had to do to get this damn video, so that I could do just this, boom, ahead of time. That was a lot. That was a whole hell of a lot. So I made these racks, and I made a rack. It was an A1. But I had to cut it up and weld it, and I did it all in about an hour and a half for 2 hours last night, and I showed the whole process. The good 75% of it was sped up because I didn't want to bore you with, but I kind of kept it at real speed, real time.
Yeah,
but it's sped up. All right, I'm gonna remove Marlon.
I need to make me a rack.
Hello, everybody.
What's up,
Marlon?
Marlon.
That is one of the most irritating names on YouTube.
Marlon?
Marlon.
Did you kick Andrew out?
What was that? What movie was that from?
Boomerang.
Boomerang. I'm like, everybody's seen the movie, man. It's just like, yeah.
No.
You've never seen the boom.
I've seen Boomerang, but I'm
just makes you special.
We've had a discussion a while back on movies that we have and have not seen, and Boomerang was one of the movies. Somebody said I've never seen Boomerang.
Wow.
Somebody even came back and said I've never seen Spaceballs, and I went, dude, Spaceballs? You never seen Spaceballs?
All right, so Mr. Chop 28. How you doing? Oh, he's got a cigar.
He's gonna be here a
Is that the
while.
one that I gave you? Bumpy, is that the cigar I gave you?
Yep.
All right. So, funny story. I dropped Taste Hustler number 2 off at soccer practice, and I had a jar for Bumpy. Bumpy said, "Hey, reach out to your guy, see if he can get me, a jar because I'm gonna be on vacation." I said, "Okay, sure, no problem." So I said, "Hey, well, if you can meet me at the soccer field, you know where the soccer field is." So as I'm sitting there waiting for Bumpy, a lady stops at the light next to me, and she's smoking a cigar, like sophisticated lady. So I'm like, "Hey, you got another one of those?" And she was like, "Oh, here." So she hands me, like, I run out of the car and I go to her car. And she's like, she gives me a choice of like 2 cigars. I don't smoke cigars, so I'm like, I don't know. I just picked one. I picked the one on the left. So I picked the cigar, and Bumpy comes like 5-10 minutes later, and I'm like, "Hey, here's the jar you asked for, and I got you a birthday cigar. So here's your birthday cigar." And I told him that, it was from some random lady that was driving by who gave me a cigar. So thanks, random lady.
Thank you, Dash.
No worries, man. Like I said, I am no cigar aficionado. So I won't say I wouldn't know what to do. I've smoked cigars, but I don't know, a good one from a bad one or anything.
All right, I gotta jump off. It's my turn to take a turn being a dad.
Oh,
You need a shirt. You need the super dad.
I should. I'll get it for my 29th birthday.
listen, I'm sure you know someone that can help print a shirt off for you.
I do, actually. Just got a new client.
You did or they did?
I did.
Oh, that needs printing?
No, who does like embroidery and printing stuff?
Ah, all right. Well, we'll have to talk. I need to update my shirts and stuff. All right, man. Be easy. Thank you again.
Right.
Do we need to talk about anything soon, or you need anything else from me?
I don't know. Let's talk just in case.
Copy that. All right. Thank you.
All right. Hey, guys.
We'll see you.
All right.
Let's see. Hey, Dash, I don't know. You guys probably won't be able to see that. But this is a Connecticut, which is right along. This was a happy accident. Connecticut, Habano, right up my alley. It's like that mild, medium, depending on. Thank you, sir.
No worries, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, when I asked her for it and she gave me one, I said, "Oh, happy birthday." That's exactly what I said in my head. And as soon as I gave it to you, I'm like, "Happy birthday." So, but how was the jar? I got to report back to my guy because I like it.
Hold on.
Oh man, there's nothing left in there. That looks like 6 ounces, if that. Oh, that might be 8 ounces. Goodness.
It's about a half a pint.
Okay, a half pint is 8 ounces.
200 milliliters. You ounces, milliliters, whatever you want to.
Bruh, I have had to learn. So that jar, I think, was a quart. So a half quart is a pint. A half pint is going to be 8 ounces. So
see, because I indulge the way I do, I base everything off of milliliters. So 750 is a fifth.
Okay.
You gave me 800, and now 200 is left. You do the math.
So I have jars out here. So you said you have 200, which is 8 ounces.
Which is a half a pint. A pint is 16 ounces, 400 milliliters.
Right. Yeah, I have jars in the refrigerator from, drink jars of the past. So I'm like, wait a minute. I can go in and check those numbers. I know where I can check those numbers real quick. But yes,
Marlon, Grumpus, Ange, how you guys doing?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I am well. I am well. I am coming back from a deep place, man. I lost my grandmother July 28th, hence
Oh, that's rough.
Chop 28. And there's my air conditioner or heater.
I'm gonna say, hold on. Because it's cold right now.
There.
And I'm inside with the heat on. And I'm
We
cold.
just buried my mother-in-law this past weekend.
Oh.
So
I saw your channel said you had to you canceled your show because you had a death in the family.
yeah.
Mm.
So it's we're getting a little we're getting better. We're getting better.
Well,
So I just feel like I'm so sad right now that I feel like I need to go get a steak this weekend just to make myself feel better.
get 2.
3. It's 3.
It sounds like I need to.
You can get a veggie steak.
Put mine on ice and lick a stamp on it.
Right. Let me tell you.
What did Angela say? Get a what?
Veggie steak. Cabbage steak.
No.
No.
Not the same at all.
That's
Listen,
like a made up
let
word.
me tell you. Marcus sent me a steak. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. One of those tomahawks that he sells. If you've ever seen Marcus Creek Smokehouse,
Yeah, they look delicious.
yo, no look about it. He sent me that steak, and I thawed it out in the refrigerator, and I said, you know what? Today's the day. And I took it and put it on the big green egg, and I brought it up to temperature slowly, and then I took the diverter plate out and popped it back on the fire, and it was fantastic.
Okay.
The steak was so damn good. It was so good.
That's a
So-
good Texas beef.
I mean,
Get my hands on a tomahawk steak. I think that's literally the only steak I've never had yet.
you go to like Sam's or Costco, you can get them.
It's overrated.
You cooked it wrong.
Unpopular opinion, overrated. I'd rather have a regular ribeye, maybe a good what is it, T-bone, but
No, sir. No,
I'm
sir.
just saying
No,
it
sir.
is
What was,
for the price, it is overrated.
what was wrong with it though? Please elaborate.
It wasn't nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't worth what I paid.
You're paying for
I'm like, I could have had a good ribeye for about $40 less.
So where did you get it from? Did you make it yourself or you bought it somewhere?
I bought it somewhere.
That's the problem. That's your first mistake.
No, it's not, because
No,
I'm not going to buy a $120 piece of meat.
no, but
to-
if you purchase it yourself, it'll cost you $40. Yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah, and you cook it yourself. You cook it to the doneness that you want. You flavor it
no,
you want.
no.
Listen, I've been to like what was the name? It wasn't Sullivan's. It was a steakhouse that was in the harbor, and it's no longer there. I can't remember the name of the steakhouse, but I went there and got a tomahawk, or I went somewhere and got a tomahawk, and I said to myself once I bought it, I was like, "Yo!" Once I had it, I said I could have done this at home for a third of the price. And that's exactly what I've always done from then on. So
And maybe that's maybe that's what it was. Like when I bought it, I was like, this was not worth what I paid for it.
yeah, now that I can understand and agree with you on, but this don't say the steak wasn't good, because the steak probably was still good, but it wasn't $120 or $150 worth good.
I mean, I finished it because I didn't want to waste my money.
Full of shit.
Come on.
He said, I can't eat any more of this shit.
My eyes wasn't bigger than my stomach, but yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Because I agree with that point. Now I'll tell you, that steak that I had from Marcus, if I would have went to his trailer or his truck and gotten that steak, I would have been like, take another $120 or $150 of my money, and I want one to go. They're that good. Like how he seasoned it and how he prepared it. Obviously, you know, the half was that part, and then the other half was the fact that I brought it up to temperature slowly and then seared it at home myself. But again, it wasn't overcooked. It wasn't, dried out. It wasn't anything. It was exactly how I wanted it prepared, which it, again, I could go to Sam's right now. Well, not right now, but in the morning and buy a tomahawk and bring it home and cook it. Because the last time I bought one, I was in Sam's, let's say 6-8 months ago, and I found one on sale. And I was like, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna give me one of these. I'm gonna treat myself. And I bought that steak, brought it home, cooked it, and enjoyed the entire thing myself. And was like, yo, y'all not getting none of this. This is mine. I'm treating myself to a ribeye.
Medium.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Medium.
Actually, I do like a mid-rare. So Jeremy said it is an art reheating something that has been pre-cooked. Yeah, the whole thing is the art is just using a thermometer, dude. That is it. That you have to use a thermometer. If you don't use a thermometer, then that's where the problems lie.
I will use my ThermoPro all the time.
I knew it. That's what I said.
Here we go.
Had to work that in there.
It's so funny. We have these inside jokes from the live streams and such. Look, Mr. Silverbart said, for the cost of a tomahawk steak, I'd rather get a Wagyu steak.
Don't get it from
Walmart. I'm not a fan of Wagyu.
Yeah, I can tell.
Don't get it from Walmart. I'm telling you.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart had Wagyu steaks for a while, and it was.
Walmart had Wagyu. They had Wagyu. They had Yagyu.
Yagyu. All right. What has your experience been with Wagyu? Because you said you don't think it's worth it.
You talking about me or Marlon?
You.
Listen, a Wagyu steak is so pretty raw, like the marbling, all that, right? But once it's cooked, I felt like, and this is gonna sound weird, like I was eating fatty butter or greasy butter.
We talked about this, and I swear we talked about this. I say the same exact thing. It tastes like meat butter. Beef.
Yeah, and I am okay with that. Give me
Wagyu is one of them steaks you cook and you give everybody a taste.
Oh, right. Yep.
It's way too rich to sit and eat one by yourself.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this question then. So, and this is just me. The most overrated steak that I have had, and I've had it at different places, is filet mignon. I don't get the point of it. So it is supposed to be the most tender steak, whatever. And
if it's cooked correctly.
If it's cooked correctly.
How do you get your steaks cooked, Marlon?
Medium.
Okay.
There you go. That's the first thing wrong.
What do you want? What you like yours, blue?
Rare.
Just past blue.
I'm going medium.
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
In fact, I had a steak the other night and they asked me how I wanted it cooked, and I said 122 degrees. He looked at me like I was nuts. I said, whoever's cooking my steak, if they don't know what that means, bring me a salad.
That is a bit more rare than I won't say a bit more rare than I would like, but I would still eat it.
It's going to get warmer as it sits
Oh
on
yeah,
your
sure,
plate.
sure will.
So you halfway through it, you're a good 125.
Where's Jimmy? Jimmy always looks at me when I'm going in.
Good night, Laura.
Laura, good night. Take care. Thank you. KB's is $12.98 a pound at Sam's in California for the ribeye tomahawk. It is, I think, about the same price, maybe $13 or $14.98
That's
per
about
pound.
what it is here.
Yeah.
But you're paying a lot of money for that big old bone too.
Yep.
I don't think I could go as far as 140 and temp.
Yeah,
140, 145.
That's way past for me.
I don't mind at like 130, 132. That's it.
135 max.
Pushing it. Yep. 135 is pushing it. Dude.
And then you gotta let it rest because it's gonna carry over a little.
Yep.
So that's I usually pull steaks at 100, let them carry over to 135.
If I see anybody that cooks a steak and automatically start cutting into it, you fired. You got to let your food rest. That's on every meat.
Even says, Laura, good night. Take care. Bye for now. So what irks me is when you go to a restaurant and they immediately want you to cut into your steak that they bring to the table. I'm like, I'm not cutting that right now. I want to eat my salad. I want to eat my appetizer or whatever.
Sit on the way from the kitchen to the table.
Side note, can you guys hear my AC unit?
It's not that bad.
No.
You guys are good?
No, when they come around the table, ask me how my steak is. I just touch it. I'll tell them if it's right or not. I don't have to cut it.
You know what's good straight out the oven?
I don't have to cut it.
Did you just say cabbage steak?
Everybody will give her a side eye.
Did you just say cabbage steak? The fact that you put the words cabbage and steak together.
So steak is a means of how it's cut. So like a tuna
over here putting salads in the oven.
Olive oil, salt and pepper, delicious.
Oh.
Look at Jeremy.
And if you're really feeling flirty, some chili peppers. I mean, the chili flakes, not chili peppers, chili flakes.
You need something.
Jeremy said, I just made a 16-ounce
buy.
How do you need? What are you talking about?
Hold on. Let's just try to read this.
Then stay out of the conversation.
A 16-ounce ribeye with a loaded baked potato and a 16-ounce king crab legs with stuffed portobello and onions for the wife's birthday. It cost me $100 a plate, cheaper than any restaurant. Sure enough.
Yep.
That stuffed portobello is probably delicious.
I didn't even have pants on when you cooked it.
Can't do the loaded baked potato. Can't do the king crabs because I don't do seafood.
What? No.
I don't do mushrooms. I don't do onions.
How have you made it to how old you are?
I've never liked mushrooms. I never liked onions. And look,
please, can we exit Marlon out of the conversation?
Okay, exit Marlon on which one? The onions or the mushroom?
You're too big to be that picky.
Hey, I took the steak.
Your background says that you shouldn't be that picky.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You ain't never lied. It do.
He said he does 135, but when he was raised on well done steaks, he said rehab has been a long process.
I
think we were all raised on well done steaks.
We've always been like that, though. I didn't know what steak was. It was like that was taboo. You don't see red meat. That was always taboo.
I didn't have steaks like growing up as a kid. Like that wasn't a thing. I didn't have steaks really until I was an adult and could buy them for myself.
That's right. Same right here.
And then when I started buying them for myself, I used to get my steaks medium well, and then I was like, "Yo, this is tough and hard to eat." And then for like the first maybe 3 or 4 years, then I started doing medium, and now I've progressed to medium rare.
So you
Um,
give that to your
So
I
partner.
grew up on eye rounds, which is the toughest piece of meat if you don't cook it properly.
Mm-mm.
Eye round steaks, which was
Skirt.
just nothing but
Skirt
pot
steak.
roast.
Skirt steak is the
Them
toughest
joints is
steak if you
bomb.
don't cook it right.
Yes.
Because you ain't got but like 30 seconds on the grill with a skirt steak. Otherwise, that's it, buddy.
What's the other? Is it sirloin steak? That's like pot roast meat too.
no,
Chuck.
Chuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think it chuck
No,
roast.
what's the one? It comes in like if you buy it in like a TV dinner, because that's the only way I see it now because I don't cook it.
Salisbury?
So you have bottom round and top round.
It
Which-
comes in a it comes in like a gravy. Huh?
Salisbury.
That's
Salisbury.
Steak. That's like a pot.
That's nothing but a hamburger and gravy.
Yeah.
It's ground meat.
And even if
That's
it
like
was,
the
even if it
That's
was real steak, it's the cheapest steak they can find, and they
Listen.
beat the crap out of it.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Is anyone familiar with the Flanders orange box hamburgers? It was not 100% beef. It was like beef patty.
Why are you still talking?
I'm just saying that's what Salisbury steak
Who
is.
is eating something that ain't 100% beef?
That's what I grew up on.
Yo, Marlon, times
What
was
is it mixed with?
times was hard.
It was mixed with, I don't know, but we ate it, and that's what it was.
Well,
It had beef,
that's why I was telling you
beef
about
flavoring.
That's what I grew up with when they used to marinate it the night before and whatever was in the kitchen at the time, and you would slap it on the grill, and you got about good 30 seconds before it gets tough because that's all you got. Once you flip it over that one time, if you don't take it off the grill,
Hold on. Serious
you
question.
got an issue.
What you cook your cabbage steaks at? What temp?
350 for 25 minutes.
Do
I
you
don't
let
know
them
what
rest?
temperature. I don't have a thermopen.
She eat her cabbage medium well.
Do you wrap it halfway through?
And put it on a separate plate than my other stuff because
We're not going there. We're not going there with the meat with the food not touching. We are not going there.
Angela, let me
Because
ask
when
you
you cut into it, the olive oil just be like one to.
Angela, let me ask you something. Because I like you. I really do. I know there's something that people
Find
are
out.
doing
He just said,
Are you the type of people
due
that
respect.
Thanksgiving dinner, you don't want your food touching?
no,
Absolutely. I put everything on the outsides. Nothing goes in the middle.
Marlon, ask her how I make her plates when she comes to my house and eats.
It's so disgusting.
I don't care, but you're gonna be bringing your own plastic plates because I ain't gonna sit here and use up my plastic plates because you don't want food to touch. You
No,
know,
I go back. I wipe my plate off and
I
then I
don't
go
care.
back.
So wait a minute. So Dash, you said you make her plates purposely to get on her nerves, right?
Yes.
So then, Ange, do you take the plate and then get a new one and separate the food
No,
after
I just don't eat
it
the parts that
touches?
touch. No, I just don't eat the parts that touch. So I eat everything else.
Oh my
except for the
Jesus!
parts that touch.
Oh my Jesus!
It's
So you just eat the middles.
She came to my house, she'd be eating out of a cast iron skillet with the dividers in them.
Yeah. Like the skillet.
Yeah, the cornbread.
She treat her food like cubicles.
Yeah.
I see Angela as the person that, what can I bring for Thanksgiving? You in charge of the plates and the cups, baby.
Yeah.
But for years, we didn't remember we had to convince my grandmother to stop using China for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Why? We were in there washing dishes like crazy because there was like groups of
Polishing silver.
Yeah, polishing silver the day of. I mean, it was a lot. And we had to convince her to use Chinette. When Chinette came out, it was like the best thing. But see, I would just take my plate, I would get a napkin, I would wipe it, And then I would go back for some more because then, like, my mom used to make my plate, and it was like the greens, and then she put my roll on there, and that roll be bomb, but I couldn't eat the bottom of it because there was like green juice on it.
You are toxic. You know that? You are trauma. You are toxic.
Please have me over for dinner sometime. I gotta see this.
What you are?
No, you don't, Grumpus. I'm telling you. No, you don't. Look, I'm telling you. You know, it's so funny.
We have a Thanksgiving video.
I don't have any.
If you do, don't even show it.
Look, it's all on VHS, even if you do, or the little cassettes that you don't have nothing to play it on.
Bruh, I'm telling you, I have been getting on Angela about this for a good 10, 15 years. Since
he didn't notice it. He sat beside me every Thanksgiving and never paid attention to it.
As a kid, it's not something you pay attention to. Yo, I'm worried about what's on my plate and getting in my.
I would like, so there was a Thanksgiving dinner. What did we have? We didn't have rice or we didn't have rolls. One of the two.
I think it was rice. I had a fit because I
a whole fit.
What?
I can live without rice.
No, Marlon.
What's the age difference between you guys?
3 years.
Oh, that's close. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be 43 on Saturday.
You know what? I can live without rice.
Why you gotta announce my age though?
I didn't announce you.
Don't worry about it. I did the math already. Don't worry about it. I pay attention.
I'm 32.
You what?
32.
But I just had a birthday, so we both Libras though. You a Libra too, Bumpy?
Yes, mine's the 4th.
Yeah, let me close my window for that.
Thank you. Okay. You barely made it.
Yeah.
Barely made it. What?
September 29th, right?
Yeah.
You barely made it.
Nah, she was a starter.
Yeah.
Listen, Libras really don't start till October 1st, so I'm just saying.
No, it's like September 20th.
We listen, we're not gonna do this tonight. Astrology, we're not gonna do it. That's a whole nother live.
September Libras are different. September Libras are different from October Libras. But we all Libras.
Oh, okay.
We're all lovable.
All of us. But Mercury in retrograde right now, so I'm on my petty mode.
Compared to what?
I ain't petty normally. I'm nice.
You see me, Dash. Yep.
That jar flattened out.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
Sure about that? You see that meme where the guy be like, "You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure?"
Yeah, it did, Grumpus.
He's squeezing that jar pretty hard.
Now watch this. Alakazam. Boom.
How did you know that jar gone?
You over there drinking that bad
Is it over ice? You just got it over the ice, or you drinking it straight?
Oh, straight, buddy. Straight.
Okay. Woo.
We go straight.
I at least take mine over ice.
Well, listen. We don't really chase our drinks, Dash. You say, you do yours over ice. That's cool, not a problem. If we chase it, it might be some water. I know you chase yours maybe with an energy drink if you're on the live.
Yeah.
He still falls asleep.
Oh, he is awake. Wow. Hey, Dash. I got your number now too. So your ass don't answer the damn phone. So
I'm gonna say he didn't answer the phone.
No. So the whole thing is, majority of the time I use my phone for the live stream, so I have it to the point where it's disabled. Do not disturb. So if you ever call me during the live stream, you have to call 2 or 3 times for it to actually ring.
It still didn't ring that night. I mean,
you literally did not have it on Do Not Disturb that night.
No, I think I did.
Right.
No, he did. It was going straight to voicemail. Huh?
It rained, and then it went to voicemail.
I just called the wife because that's the most effective way.
He was panicked because why is Angela calling me at?
Night, Jeremy.
And she answered. She was like, "Hey." I was like, "Go like that, isn't
For
it?"
anybody who don't know, because all we was literally
missed something.
asking was Dash
Oh, he fell asleep.
get
Oh, wait.
Angela on. That's all we was
30
asking.
minutes?
Put Angela
45
on, and you could go back to sleep, and we'll carry the show.
Oh yeah, because I was in the backstage because he had kicked me out.
And we were just like, just bring Angela on, and you could go to La La Land and do whatever it is that you into right now.
We thought that you would watch that on the replay, Bumpy, and we were like, "Oh, we feel bad for Bumpy. Bumpy could be just watch this."
Yeah. We just did it. I was so tired. I was so tired that day.
But you said it was the heat, though, right?
No, I was working. I did an event that day, and I was out cooking in the sun.
I'm really messing with you, but Dash,
Night, Jeremy.
I literally understand, because there have been times when I have popped my head up. You know, I've been in my man cave and I'm trying my best to edit a video, and I clear was like 10:30, and I blinked, and it is 1:30, and I'm like, man, if you don't get your ass up out of this chair and just go to bed, you know going well. You fell asleep. So for all you people that keep lying to yourselves about, I'm just resting my eyes. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying to yourself.
You're blind, baby. You're blind to the fact.
Damn, I wanted to finish that line. Damn, I'm blind, baby. You're blind to the fact. Shit.
Pretty sure that's not the rest of the line. Okay.
No,
that's so Dash show a lot. So when we get the chance, I have to go to bed, y'all. Good chatting, man. Good night, Jeremy. Have a good one.
Are you reading? You read Jeremy's thing?
He did have a comment earlier.
I wanted to know about that swinging cabbage.
The swinging cabbage?
I try to grill on fire with Flamer's pre-made burgers.
That's the burgers Bumpy was talking about.
Yes, Flanders.
Flanders.
Murray's Steakhouse finest.
I was about to say, so Murray's. I had Murray's. I grew up on Murray's, so it wasn't orange box, it was a black box, huh?
Murray's was a black box, but then if you wanted to take a step below, then
look, sometimes it's not what you wanted to do. You ain't have a choice.
Nah,
it was beef flavoring.
My mom,
when there was more than one ingredient on. You know what I did when I really started like cooking and whatever, and like dealing with beef burgers? I looked on the back, and if it had more than one ingredient, then I knew that wasn't the burger I wanted to use. Period. It 100% beef. If it said beef flavoring with salt, water, phosphorus, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out with something. It isn't what's added to it. What they're supposed to do is they're supposed to go from the most ingredient to the least ingredient.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see a burger and meat is not the first word,
yes.
I'm gonna need you to put that back in the freezer.
Yeah,
and go on to something else.
That's what we grew up on, man. You got 100 in the box. They were 2-ounce burgers, and the cookout was on and popping.
They were sliders?
I was about to say they were White Castle burgers.
No.
I just want to know what part of beef that is.
It wasn't Grumpus.
Even
it was just
beef. How many lips and ears are in that?
It was meat made by AI, and we didn't even know it yet.
Where's Quentin when we need him? I feel like we would have added some value to this conversation.
He's been absent tonight.
Dash, you got a question at the
Yeah.
end.
Do you reheat whole or sliced meat? So it kind of depends. So blind man cooking. If I'm cooking, if I'm reheating a brisket, it does definitely depend. If I cook the brisket a day or so in advance, then I will keep the brisket whole and I will reheat the whole brisket just to knock the temperature off, like the cold off of it, warm it up a little bit, slice it, and then take it to a final temperature. If it is a brisket that I'm cooking for, like if I cook that morning and I'm serving that afternoon, I will let it cool to room temperature, slice it up, and then reheat it to serving temperature that same day. So there is I won't say a sliding scale, but it depends on when I need the brisket and when I can cook it.
What do you consider serving temperature?
I'd say it has to go up past 140, 150 degrees, but the serve safe temperature says it has to go to 160, but 140, 150 degrees is more than warm enough. But the correct answer is 160. It has to go past 160 or it has to go to 160, and then it can go no lower than 140 degrees.
Yeah, you don't want to cook it again.
Correct.
Are you guys buying into the idea that chicken is now done at 155?
No.
Okay.
I haven't heard that one.
Greg,
yeah, I've been doing a little research. It's not like FDA or whatever approved, but like because of carryover, if you take and I'm strictly talking about white meat, like breast.
Yeah.
155, you take it off.
But it depends on how you cook it too. Because if you're cooking it on a grill and you get it to 155 degrees, then it'll have much more carryover than if you're cooking it sous vide to 155 degrees.
Well, let's take sous vide out without smoking. Smoking and grilling, just that.
All right. So smoking and grilling, there will be some carryover because of the fact that the outside temperature is higher than the internal temperature. But grilling will be the only effective means to say it'll carry over 10 degrees. That's still a stretch, though.
That is.
That's still a stretch. I mean, 5 degrees is a given, but not 10.
I take my chicken off at 160.
Okay. All right.
Me personally, I take my chicken off at 160. If I'm like right on it using my thermopen,
oh my gosh, his kidney shots is bowed back.
I take it off at 160.
Now, I would do that if I was the one eating it, but
not
around here, if it ain't 170, 175, my family won't eat it.
Well, but now let me ask you something, Grumpus. Is that dark meat or white meat as well?
It doesn't matter. If they tear into it and it's too juicy, they won't eat it. I have to pull my stuff a little bit early and set it off to the side because they want to gnaw on it.
So dark meat, I do 170. I do 170 on up.
You muted, Marlon.
Marlon, you're muted.
I'm dead, just talking a whole damn thing.
And I kept saying you muted.
Yeah, she did.
You
look at God.
Bumpy in rare form tonight. Good. That jar. Whoa. A shoe.
Put that damn jar down.
I know what that jar do.
When you warm up your meat, regardless of what it is, I know you automatically put it in a warmer before transporting. Have you measured the temperature from the time that you warm it up from the time that you take it out of the warmer?
Yes.
And what's the drop off?
So I have had the temperature drop 3 to 5 degrees in about an hour when it goes into a Cambro. I've talked about this on a live stream where I did an event and I had pulled pork, and it was it was pulled pork, and the temperature from when I put it into the warmer to where I got to in like it was an hour or some change away. The food inspector for PG County, Prince George's County in Maryland, came and she tempted. And she said, "Oh, this meat is at 135 degrees. We have to take it back to 160 before you can serve it." She said, and, "Oh, meat is at 135 degrees. Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm like, what?
On right now, I'm sorry.
Doing? We already know what we said. You were here.
So anyway, I ended up having
You giving me PTSD from the. Yeah, I'll bring that back up.
So I ended up having to microwave the pulled pork or the pulled chicken, whatever it was, to get it back up to 160 degrees before I could put it into pans and actually serve it to the public. So, and the whole thing is, I'm like, ma'am, the food went into this warmer at 140 plus degrees. It's been in the warmer for an hour and a half now. Like, are you kidding me? And she's like, no. She's like, it was at 130, 135 degrees. She's like, it has to go back up to 160. I mean,
I think it sounds like that what she was saying was that it isn't what you warmed it up to be, but what you serve it at.
Oh shit!
You have to serve it at 160.
No. So the whole thing is, if you cool something, you have to bring it back up to 160 degrees. That is the serve safe temperature to kill any bacteria. Okay, but if you're holding food, it cannot be hot held lower than 140 degrees. So anything like room temperature or colder, you have to take it to 160. Once you get it to 160, you cannot let it fall below 140. So serving temperature is between 160 or whatever your final done temperature is and 140 degrees is serving temperature. Anything lower than serving temperature, anything lower than 140 degrees is not considered serving temperature, and it is frowned upon.
Y'all got too much rules.
That's the serve safe. That's a mandate. I mean, that's not even rules. That is I say that's normal, but that's why I spent all that money to get this dumb little certificate that says that I know how to make sure food is safe. It cost me like $200 or so just to get this thing. So Greg says, how much did that change to food buy putting it in a microwave? I mean, not much, if anything. I mean, that was, and the whole thing was, the lady explained to me that was an approved method of reheating. I mean, you go to different restaurants every day and stuff gets microwaved and you just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You just don't know it. I mean, if you ever go to a small McDonald's or a small Burger King, you see them throwing every damn thing into microwaves before they put them onto your, they microwave the bun, they microwave the burger, they microwave everything once it's all together, and then they, put it in a little slide and boom, it's going to you. So it doesn't affect the flavor much, if anything. So.
But it didn't overcook it, did it?
No, it was fine.
Some of the most restaurants that you go to do the exact same thing.
Yep.
It's very few and far in between at this juncture where everything is fresh off the grill. It's a lot of pre-made foods that they know that they can
hot hold.
But they have to. I mean, I'm not going to the restaurant and waiting 6 hours for ribs to cook.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, KB
barbecue.
Say that again.
You see what?
Yeah.
Okay, so see, this is my deal. So beef is the first word. So now we're gonna go to the second word. The second word is next to what's the most ingredient that they put in it? Water. That's your juice. No, the hell it ain't. It's water. So
Beef should be the last word.
Yes. So the third is beef heart. So now let's go back to the first word. The first word is not a lot of beef.
Sure it is. It's ears, it's lips, it's asshole. It's all that. It's all the above.
I'm telling you, the other stuff Grumpus, is what goes into hot dogs and scrapple.
Exactly.
Everything
And bologna.
everything on the floor that they don't want to put in the hot dogs. All right? You're laughing. I'm so serious. They're really is.
No, he's literally telling the truth. I
love scrapple.
Reading what goes into. If it's not a beef hot dog where you literally can read the directions on the back of it,
Yeah,
I stopped reading the back of hot dogs because it's like,
oh yeah.
This is why. This is why I buy select briskets and grind them myself.
Yeah.
They what was
It's cheaper than the ground beef they're selling you.
The hot dogs package? It doesn't even say like that it's pork or anything. It says like pork, chicken, turkey, beef. It's like whatever they found.
Yeah,
you know, they threw it in there.
Which ones you get though, Andrew?
Huh?
Because it depends on which ones you get. Because the hot dogs from Sam's, they is 100% beef.
You're getting beef hot dogs, but I'm talking about the hot dogs, the Oscar Mayer joints we used to get when we were growing up.
Those are meat dogs. They're meat.
I got a question for Andrew.
Between meat hot dogs and beef hot dogs. Seriously.
It's nothing like a good chicken hot dog.
I got a question for Angie.
No.
So when that farmer puts bone meal and blood meal in his ground to grow that cabbage, how does that change the steak? How does that change your cabbage steak?
So I'm a vegetarian. I'm not vegan. So I don't care what they put in. I mean, they got pesticides all over the vegetables. I mean, so you got pesticides all over everything that you're eating. So I mean, you know, you're going to get some extra seasoning in there some way.
Ain't no better topping for a cabbage steak
than what?
Ranch dressing.
I was expecting to meet some bacon.
That's a Cobb salad. Mm-hmm.
I was expecting
that's a Cobb salad.
It's cabbage. Whatever it is that you put on a salad, you put on the steak.
Put some crumbled bacon on top of that cabbage.
Crumbled blue cheese, cucumbers.
No, cucumbers.
I just put all that on the plate and throw the cabbage away.
You don't like
Hell yeah. Oh, Bumpy's back inside the house now.
It got cold for you, didn't it?
No, he finished his car.
No, my phone was dying, so I had to hook it up to the charger.
And now you got the light, you know, God.
Listen, don't pay attention to my house. Stop, Angie.
I'm just saying God is coming to get you. It's like, you know.
trying to tell you something.
Beam me up.
Right. He needs that communion.
Leave the man alone.
God is trying to tell you something right now.
BBQ 5.0. What's up, man? How you doing? Sheesh. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you to those of you guys who are watching on the replay. Definitely appreciate you.
Oh, I forgot to like. Everybody like right now. Because it's only like 23. Now it's 24 likes.
I like Dash better than you, so I already liked.
I forgot.
Oh man, I appreciate you.
Ain't nobody remind me. Jimmy didn't remind me tonight.
You got here after reminded because who was it? Russ reminded everyone to hit the like button.
Oh, okay.
I generally roll the dice and like before I join.
Yep. because I like Dash better than Angela do, so I automatically like the video. I didn't have to be reminded how that works.
Your YouTuber is showing, Marlon. That's what that is. That's what that is. I'm gonna just tell you what that is. That yep, your YouTuber is showing for sure.
Yep.
Huh.
I don't do these YouTube streets.
We understand, and it's okay.
I'll be looking at videos, and then I'll have to go back. What's it called? Like your library, where you can see like all the stuff that you watch, and I'm like, oh shoot, like.
History.
But you would do that. You have a favorite YouTube channel that you will watch, that you look forward to, that this is when they release this video, and you can't love, and you look forward to it coming out and everything, and then you think to yourself, I never once liked the video, but it's part of my routine.
I go back and like everything, and
I do it in mass, but I do go back and like the stuff because I mean sometimes YouTube be putting me to sleep too. So like your 3-hour videos.
Thanks.
No, I'm talking about Marlon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but you do realize it's not me though.
At least you wake up and you know what you was watching.
Dude, them joints
I'll sit in
and I be trying to pay attention because I'm like, okay, I wanted to hear this one topic that's in the title, and they don't get to it till like hour 2 because they be doing everything else, and then I'll be like, by the time they get to it, I'm like, that I'm struggling.
Well,
I get in here late at night.
Let me put it to you this way without taking over anybody's show. I'm not even in charge this weekend. That's all. Okay. So if it goes long, ain't nobody coming to me going, Marlon, you had a 15-hour long. I'm not even
I love it when you break it up because then I can
I do.
Bite size. I'm good with the bite size because
I got that idea from somebody
2-point
else
speed.
I got that from somebody else who does that. They have like hours of videos, and it's good, but then they go back and they break them down into this is the topic. We're gonna stick to this topic, and I was like, okay. So I'll do that. Let's go back to steaks. Filet mignon still sucks.
Who?
Filet mignons.
Oh, I thought you said Benihana's.
Filet mignon just kind of lean.
Benihana's still around?
Like it.
Yes, there are.
Really?
Yeah, I went to one not too long ago in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. I was up there. I was getting some arcade machines, actually 3 pinball machines, and I was towing them back with the EV from Glenside, Pennsylvania. And I said, "Oh, I need to charge my car." So I stopped at Plymouth Meeting. The chargers in Plymouth Meeting, there was only 1 or 2 working, and they were complimentary. So this is back when EA was having their problems, Angela. So I sat and plugged in the car and let it go to 100% while I sat at Benihana's and ate. So I was in there for about an hour, charged the car to 100%, and was able to get from Plymouth Meeting to like Northern Maryland before I had to charge again. So I was like, winning. It was great.
So where these arcade machines then?
So those machines went to there's a bar in Kenton. It's called Holy for Holies.
I got paid for that. I thought it was at
No, not in the house. No.
I didn't even know you were still doing that. You're still getting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was a few weeks ago. I had to. They do a big pinball con at Holy for Holies, and I picked up machines from my friend Jose, who got me into moving machines. I picked up machines from his house and took them to the Holy for Holies place. And then that was one night. And then the very next night, I went back to Holy for Holies and I moved about a dozen pieces of equipment from the bar to the owner's house. Like, he was just putting these machines away, like in deep storage in his house, like ones that were broken or dead and defunct. But I mean, I made a couple $100 in 2 nights, and I didn't even have to do very much work because the guy was like, "Well, I got somebody from the bar that'll help you move them." Bet. And I mean, the trip was all of. Actually, I have pictures on my phone. The trip was all of a mile and a half down the road. Like, it was longer in distance to get from my house to where the bar was than it was in distance to do the 2 trips back and forth between the bar and his house. The only bad thing was I had a heck of a time backing up the trailer because the driveway was like, was one way in and one way out. So I had to like manipulate the trailer to get it back and around. But ain't no thing. Yeah. There's a picture of the ID4.
Oh, you loaded her up, didn't you?
Oh yeah. There's a good half a dozen pieces of equipment there. And that was the first trip. And there was another 6 or 7 pieces of equipment there. And that wasn't even all of it, because some of the pinball machines, the older machines, the heads of the machines, the flat part at the top versus the play bed, or the field, they separate completely. So they had them separated because they were older machines. And some of the machine, I can't fit all of those heads onto the trailer, and I can't fit them in my car. So the guy ended up taking a lot of the heads that were separate off. But the newer machines, the heads just fold down and everything stays connected because there's too many electrical connections. Versus the old machines, they're like analog, and they just kind of have wires that plug in from the play field to the head. So, but look, like I said, it was a couple.
Was that a gig just word of mouth, or?
Yes. So one of my car friends, when I was laid off, he knew that my wife had a minivan. So he asked me he said, "Hey, can I hire you to go pick up an arcade machine from the Eastern Shore of Maryland?" And I was like, "I ain't got nothing else to do. Sure, why not?" So I drove my wife to work, and then they got work to do. I drove my wife to work, and then I drove out to the Eastern Shore, picked up this machine, put it in the back of the van, and then brought it home. Then I picked her up and then took it to his house and then went home. But the whole thing is, like, that red trailer that I have, my friend funded it being built from me moving machines for him, arcade cabinets and pinball machines for him.
Nice.
Yeah. So I put, when I say thousands of miles on that trailer and made thousands of dollars with that trailer. And it all started because he hit me up about picking up a machine for him because he couldn't go do it. He didn't have a vehicle big enough. So let's see. Greg asks, Dash, you build or buy any new smokers lately? So the latest grill that I bought, well, I didn't even buy. The latest built grill that I acquired is this one right here.
That's dusty.
Shut up. It was dusty before I brought it into the garage. Like I said, it was.
Are you kicking cans? Like, what is at your feet? Because every time you move,
I'm on a cement floor, and it's just the rollers on the chair.
It sounds like you're kicking cans.
No, I'm not kicking cans. I can kick the cans if you like. Hold on.
Why are we doing this?
I'm gonna tell everybody peace because I'm about to end up like Dash.
I said that I was like bumpy fading fast. Them eyes, that clear.
Yeah, and I was about to be a little messy, but I'm not going to, just for the simple fact that we're on Dash's Live. But I don't like something that I saw on somebody else's live about you.
About me?
Yeah, they said this a long time ago, but I always remembered it. And then I realized tonight that they started doing their live at the same time you do.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they didn't always do their live on the same time you did.
I know. Trust me, because I was on a live stream and someone brought it to my attention. I was like, wait, what? Hold on. Who said what? And I got the receipts.
Yeah.
So trust me. You know, remember that Wiz Khalifa? I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
So just know, bro, I got your back. Just know I got your back.
Listen.
Wait, what? There's something else I got?
I'm so confused right now with this code that y'all use.
Hold on. Should we just go ahead? Should we just go ahead and let the cat out the bag?
We can. Well, so you know what we can do? I'm gonna end the live stream right here. And we can
talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to believe it, folks. When all of us is on here, the after party, which is what I call it.
Yes, indeed.
So
we about to have the after party. So listen, thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys who are rewatching. Definitely appreciate that. So, we'll see you next week
with everybody.
All right. Thank you very much. End stream.